This video was a spontaneous idea when Lisa and I were talking through some of the symptoms that she was experiencing after the stellate ganglion block. She thought it would be helpful if people could hear and see what it was like in the few minutes afterwards.
I gotta get to where I can talk. But
Just as much detail as you're comfortable with.
yeah, no, I came here because I had been through violent crime in Nevada, where I used to live, and I'm 4 years after going through that, and it was very clear to me that I was still trapped by PTSD. I got to the point where I couldn't, I was overreacting to like light and sound and tactile sensory issues. And that is a direct result of complex PTSD. And I was having very bad nightmares, like every night, just waking up soaked in sweat. And I felt like it was controlling my life rather than me being in control. So I decided that it was time. I had to do something, because you can sit for years in therapy and not get anywhere. So I am so thankful that this is available, and I wish more people knew about it, because I think it will give you your life back. I don't sound myself right now because I just had it, so it's kind of hard for me to swallow, and I would sound congested, but I can already feel physically an improvement in the way that I'm handling emotions. And it's really interesting, like I can already feel a lot of my anxiety not there. Like I can feel being able to control the tone of my voice in ways that I haven't been able to do for years.
So Lisa, you just had the stellate ganglion block done about 20 to 30 minutes ago.
Right.
Talk about the side effects, because well, tell me what you said
right
about all the videos that they don't ever show people.
Yeah, there's a lot of videos that you will watch in order to, like, I work in healthcare and have for a long time with people with disabilities. So like before you do anything, if you work in healthcare, you usually kind of read up on it. And I probably read 30 medical studies on this procedure before I decided to do it. So I knew what to expect, but it is different when you're actually feeling it, and they don't tend to show it in the video. They'll show the before story, and then they'll show the happy, smiling, everyone high-fiving, video at the end, but they don't show the transition period in between. And it's kind of important that you know about that, because if you have a lot of anxiety, like not knowing how that feels and then feeling it can send you into outer space. But what's interesting is it's bothering me not to be able to swallow as easily as I normally do, but my anxiety's calm enough to where that's not sending me into outer space. And it probably would have if we hadn't done this, right? Like I can give an example. I was donating blood 2 years ago, and sometimes people have like a reaction when they donate blood because their blood sugar drops or something, and they get woozy. And I passed out giving blood because I got woozy. And right now, like the side effects will make you feel not woozy. You're a little woozy when you first sit up after doing it, but I mean, 20, 30 minutes later, the wooziness is gone. But before doing this, if I had felt that, I would have just gone straight into a panic attack or fainted. So I can already tell there's an improvement in that. But yeah, it's interesting. Once you get past the whole side effect of the medicine, of the anesthesia, I think, like, I can already physically feel a sense of calm that I haven't had in years. And what I wish is that, two things. I wish more women knew that you can do things like this, because in 15, 20 minutes you can have the effect that 4 years of therapy won't get you to. And the other thing that's important with therapy is that, especially if you've been through being assaulted, going in, veterans have the same problem. They'll try and take you into talk therapy and not realizing that that's just putting you right back into that situation over and over, and you can't. That sends your body straight into a state of panic every time you bring it up again. And like, yeah, therapy needs to happen, but until you get somebody stable and to a point where they can process without their body reacting, because you can't control that. Your body sends you into like fight or flight mode, and therapy will put you there if you don't have the balance in place first. And that's why I think a lot of people won't do therapy, because they don't have the balance in place, and it's too painful. It's too painful, and it sends you into that reliving thing every single time you talk about it. So people won't get the healing they need because that process hurts too badly physically to go through. And so, like, my goal is to have the balance in place, so now I can do the deep work to get through it without having such sheer shutdown by talking about it. So
Is there anything else that you would want to communicate to women who are thinking about having this procedure?
I think it's hard right now, to watch a video to see someone crying, but it's not. It's crying from relief. It's not pain. It's gratefulness. Being grateful. And I think it would be better maybe to have a follow-up after I'm not such a crying mess. I think that's probably a good idea.
Okay, we'll make that happen.
Yeah.